Hello, welcome, my name is Axel K and I just hit Legend with this Elemental Shaman deck from Vicious Syndicate. Elemental Shaman is all about chaining elementals while playing on curve. The deck is heavily board based and you wanna do your best to maintain board while getting it to snowball with big threats such as Lilypad Lurker and Fire Elemental. For your mulligan, you wanna go for Kindling Elemental, Wailing Vapor, Cage Match Custodian, Gyre Worm, Arid Stormer, and Primal Dungeoneer. You wanna do your best to play on curve and you should really value chaining at least one elemental every turn if you have the opportunity. Being able to tempo an Arid Stormer or a Lilypad Lurker is a good way of getting ahead in the early and mid game. If you have your Whack-a-Mole Hammer equipped, try to make the buff land on an Arid Stormer. Every buff will have double value on this minion. The best way of doing this is making sure to first hit with your Whack-a-Mole Hammer before you start developing more minions on board. I know it's tempting to go face, but you wanna use the effects of your Gyre Worm, Serpent Shrine Portal, and Fire Elemental to clear while developing tempo. Instructor Fireheart is a great card to play in the late game. I will usually use her around turn 8, 9, or 10. If I'm ahead, I will look for cards like Rockbiter Weapon and Wind Fury. And if I'm behind, I'm looking for cards like Lightning Storm and Hex. It's very situational, but she really does come in handy in the late game. A great simple combo that I've used to close out a ton of game is Inara plus Whack-a-Mole Hammer on turn 8. This will give you 10 damage and it will buff your board twice. This is very similar to the normal Doomhammer combo, but you do have some extra potential to deal even more damage if the buffs land correctly. And that's it for Elemental Shaman. Super strong, play on curve, chain your elementals and use them to swing as hard as you can. I want to take the opportunity to thank you all for 500 subs. It feels super unreal that we've made it this far. I'm happy that we have created such a positive community that I'm proud to be a part of. Thank you all, from the lurkers to the commenters. Everybody matters and I'm super grateful that you're here. Remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel, but most importantly, enjoy the games. Ladies and gentlemen, we're back in Legend, and I did it all with Shaman. Elemental Shaman from Vicious Syndicate. This deck is super good. I really recommend play it, but if you don't like running into mirrors, and play something else. But yeah, I've had a ton of success playing this, and it's a lot of fun. It's very board based. We have kind of forgot how to play these. Let's just put down the Wailing Vapor. How to play these not easy decks, but let's say decks with a little simpler, I don't know, strategy. But there is definitely a difficulty to play, like to playing these very curve-based decks as well. I sounded very ironic when I said that, but it's not easy by any means playing anything at a high level. Okay. Kind of a bummer that we won't get the Wind Fury unless we play this turn. We're going for it. And usually, if we were up against anything else, then I would have hit this phase. But you gotta keep it clean against a hunter. It's really good that we have this Revenant. Oh wow, he's desperate to kill in this. But now we can play the Stormer. Oh, good. Yeah. Let's go for it. Hopefully this survives. So actually, I would be happy if it hit face here or this. Okay. However, we can play the Revenant. So if he goes like Wolpertinger or something. Okay, we gotta be careful here. I kinda wish I could kill off my own board, so he couldn't play his Rhino. This is gonna be a lot of damage from the Rhino, like 6 damage to my face. But we can frog the Rhino afterwards. So I think that this is the best card to play right now. And I think we're gonna leave this alone. Because we know what's coming next turn. Like, why would he play anything else than that fat Rhino? But since we played an Elemental last turn, we can just frog it and be happy. And now we get to corrupt the Dunk Tank, which is very good against hunters. And I think, I really love having the Stormer out. But I think we're just killing off this to have a big fat taunt. It's good to have something to protect us, and we have the board, and we're about the same cards. He has 2 cards card advantage, but we definitely have things to deal with whatever he does here. I think this is gonna be a great dunk tank. If I can hit the dunk tank in the face, then I'll do it, but I don't think we can. Because it's against a hunter, even though we have a lot of... Oh wow, now we can do it. I don't want to take 3 damage in the face. But maybe that's better. Actually, I think we should. Because we can go for the dunk tank as well. So we take 3 damage here, and then we dunk tank his face. And then we just hit him super hard. Because we're getting closer to killing him now. If this connects, we hit him for... Yeah, we just kill him, right? It's 9, 10, and then this. Now, of course, that might be a... Okay, this might be a freezing trap. He picked it kind of quickly, but I still think we go for it. We definitely go for it. Okay. Okay, that was a freezing. However, we can hit him pretty hard here. I didn't do the counting. I think we're 1 off, right? Okay, and now we want to make sure to play a cage match. So, reason why we play the cage match is just to be able to lurk or something here. And I'm kind of saving up the lightning bolts just in case. It's just good to have. You never know when he hits you with like a weird card that heals him. But according to my calculations, we've got him. Okay, let's just hit first with the little boy. Yeah, so he got really lucky with that with the rifle. And now we just let the game do it for us. Whew. Shaman is good. It's really good. Are you guys also playing Shaman? It's great. It's super good. But I've noticed something, that when you beat people with Shaman, they will often add you to yell at you afterwards. Okay, let's go. And actually, I'm usually playing in like incognito mode, so people can't see me because I don't want any like whispers or anything when I'm recording. But I've had instances where I've played people like viewers before. Let's just end turn here. So whenever somebody adds me, I will usually like accept it. Because maybe like there's a small chance that there's like a viewer who wants to talk to me or anything. But I'll just end up getting verbally abused. Verbally abused through text. This is not good. No, but I don't mind it too much. I can take a little trash talking. I think that's fine. I think it's kind of unfortunate that we can't get the Arid Stormer here. And we really want to kill this Scorpid. So I want to chain elementals, but I think we have to go whack and all. Okay, so it landed on the totem, which is kind of fine. For next turn though, I think we want to set up a Wailing Vapor together with the Gyre Worm. So I value the Wind Fury on this a lot, especially if you have the weapon down. But I have a feeling that he's gonna raise a Scorpid or play another one. So we have to hit with it again. And I think I want to hit with it before I play my minions. Oh wow, this is actually really good. We could go super wide here. Let's hit first. I think I can go Kindling Elemental together with a Totem here actually. And then save these bad boys, because he might have a board clear for this. Like Hysteria might come down here. And then we get to get the effects out of these. And as I said before, I really value the Wind Fury. It's super good. Especially if you can get a couple of buffs to land on him. You can just close out some games on like turn 4, turn 5. Super good. Okay. Created by palm reading. I think we still have to be kind of cautious here. But I want to set up the Stormer. And now we draw. Maybe I should have drawn first, but there are few cards that are as good as the Stormer. And now we hit him. This might be a stomp, but you never know. Illusia is a thing. Zyrella is a thing. I mean, Illusia doesn't do anything about us. I've been on Twitter too much, so I'm like, oh, Illusia. Oh. Even though I've never been Illusiad. Like, people have played it against me, but I've never been like unfair Illusiad where I'm like, seething in rage. Good. This sticks. And I wish that I could make sure that the weapon buff lands on this, but we can give it a try. So we play the weapon first. And now we hope that it lands on this. It's gonna be super good if it does. Come on. Bummer. Okay, I think we can keep the Kindling Elemental here. We played this, so we still have the activation for our Gyre Worm. This looks good, because he's gonna get rid of this board, right? Never did a priest ever just let you win, right? Lilypad Lurker. That's far from it. This is not corrupted. Okay, so he's getting that healing for 8 off. I think I'm gonna take 6 damage in the face here, because I still wanna give it a go. I want it to land on this one, so I wanna have as high chances as possible for it to happen. Good. And now we can play the Worm or the Serpentine Portal. Worm is most important, because we still wanna chain our elementals. And now we can remove this healing. And we're super close to killing him. We can just chill with this. And we're not gonna totem because we don't want him to heal too much with Blademaster Apotheosis. I don't think he did another palm reading, so I don't think he's gonna get it off. But he might, right? I think it's on turn 8 if I remember correctly. But if he Blademaster Apotheosis, I just want it to be minimal. So now we have a bunch of good damage spells to kill him. It was really good that one at least landed on this one. I think we're gonna get Zyrella here. So heal into Zyrella. I hope not, obviously. Still like... No, because if he had the Zyrella, he would have healed, right? And then he would have cleared these boys. Because he really needs to get rid of this one, the Stormer. So good. Shaman is so cool. You never know which will be your last Shaman game, because they really love to nerf these. Like, they really love to nerf Shaman a lot. But I think we got him. Good. Beating a priest is never, like, it's never wrong. Okay. Do we have him? We have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, we have him. Good. My last game before Legend was against a priest. Feels so good. Right, on to the next one. I think whoever you are, whatever kind of skill level you are at, I think you should go back and you should play some Elemental Shaman. It's good. It plays... the game plan is like so much about the fundamentals. Like, we don't want to keep anything of this. It's so much fundamentals, like when to play, when to trade, when to go face, and all of that good stuff. I think that sometimes I really recommend playing one deck until you get really good at it. But if you want to take that extra step after that, I think it's good to kind of cycle through a bunch of decks, because I feel like whenever I do that, I get just better. Because different decks have different game plans, right? And this is just very much get on board, play on curve, and if you do that, you will win. I remember going back to Poison Rogue in the beginning of the expansion, and I feel like I really leveled up as a player then, because that really showed me how important it is to just stick to a game plan. Because you can kind of be blinded, like when it comes to playing around what your opponent wanna do, that you forget that you can also be a threat. And this deck is good at being a threat. So guys, we just play the Wailing Vapor. I think, depending on what comes down, I don't think anything is gonna come down. So we just go Menacing Nimbus. We could try to be quicker and play the Gyre Worm. But I don't think we need that. It can be good to just have this to go over his big taunts. Depending on, of course, which druid we are facing. But I haven't really seen any token druids in Legend yet. I've just seen these weird like owl druids, yeah, and ramp, but they look pretty good. Okay, I think we can just play this because he has more stats, and as I said before, we want to be able to get over his taunts. But yeah, so what owl druid will do that's really powerful is they will drop a Malygos, and then they will taunt him up to like a 7-15 or something like that, and it's just impossible to deal with them unless you have a lily pad lurker. Of course, this deck can kind of deal with everything. Didn't get it? Good for me. I think for next turn we might just curve out. It's very important for us to keep that Elemental Shaman going here. Because if we see something big, we want to be able to frog it if we get a lily pad lurker. He's guessing a win. Okay. Will he get it? Good for me. Okay. It has to be token, right? This is so good against token druid. Let's think here, because I really want to corrupt the dunk tank. I think we can play one Revenant now. Even though the damage isn't really gonna do anything. But I think just having one out is really good. Because if he gets off like a Glowfly here, and we can't trade everything, then at least we will have a big boy to protect us for just a little while. But I really want to make sure to coin the Fire Elemental next turn. Yep. So, getting the... oh no. Okay. So he's not doing the Death Rattle Forest, right? Okay, Arbor up. I think we can deal with this. That was kind of desperate. I think we can deal with this. But I really want to get that dunk tank down now. So I think I'm sticking with the plan of going coin. I kind of wish that this would kill something, but it can't. I mean, these can kill together, I guess. Will I get... But I will get more kills, I think, if I play the Revenant, right? Then I can trade off 4 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's gonna have 3 left. But I really want to get that dunk tank corrupted, but I don't think that this is the time, right? I'm tempted to just go face here, actually. But we have to get rid of this. It sucks, but we really have to. But I think we can play a cage match to have something on board to trade with. And this is really good. We get the weapon as well. I feel like that was correct, but it's always scary just kind of removing your own board like that. And we don't want to see Soul of the Forest is what I was looking for before. But if we can play this now and get that corruption on the dunk tank, then we're gonna be good. It looks like he's gonna have a slow turn. But what he can do is he can play a bunch of tokens and then he can buff them with... yeah, Power of the Wild, right? Yeah, it's kind of big. Woof. However, I think we're gonna make it. I think we can win. Such a slow turn. But we need to corrupt this dunk tank, right? Or do we? We can play this. This is gonna have the same effect as this one. He has 2 cards. I think we're going for the corruption on that dunk tank. This is the best kill target. I think dunk tank is great against token druid, but it's so slow. You really want to make sure to get that wind fury on turn 3. I'm scared. Now I know how it feels to be on this side of it. I mean, if he drops his hand, then he drops his hand, right? I think he should go face. It's annoying that he's gonna get to solo the forest here. But at least we can remove one of them. And I don't think there's any reason of like shooting off one of his other minions. Okay. I just want to kill this if I have the opportunity to kill off the Soul of the Forest underneath it. Now we still have the Elemental Chain, which is really good. I think that's a buff. That might be a Pride's Fury. Okay. We get to clear the board, but man, we are going... We are close to dying. Do we just take... Yeah, we have to take the damage here. Do I sacrifice a minion or do I take 2 of them? I think I will sacrifice a minion here. I'm scared. But we have a bunch of damage next turn. Because I just didn't want more damage. But he has no way of killing me next turn. And I actually have lethal. We hit him with Inara and the Whack-A-Mole, which is super good. There we go, I didn't get to do it, but man, I was scared. Alright, thank you all for watching. Remember to like the video and subscribe to the channel, and I will see you soon. Peace.